All right, good evening, Who That
Boy,
Nation
me bad. Boy, me bad to Ghost Town.
podcast. It's the host CB, and tonight I got a special guest with me tonight. I have Dolph from the Keeping It Real Sports podcast. Dolph, what's good with you, fam?
What's going on, fam? Appreciate the invite, man. I want to thank y'all for having me, man. It's an honor to be here, man. I appreciate y'all, brother.
Okay, glad to have you, fam. Before we go any further, you can go ahead and let the listeners know about your podcast, your network you got going on, fam.
Oh yeah, man. Man, it's the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast. I'm the host along with my co-host and my brother at arms, the legendary Coach Rock. We air every Wednesday and Friday at 8:30 p.m. Central. We could be found on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Spotify. Also, we have just launched our very own sports network. It's the Come On In Sports Network, and we have a new additions to the family coming over, joining us. Come On In Sports Network. We have the Hit Zone, which is hosted by none other than Mr. J Hits and Mr. C Rob, and we have our very own Texas Longhorn insider and college football expert, Mr. D Kane. And tomorrow, family, we will be on debuting our newest podcast. It's called As the NFL Turns. So it'll be Coach J Hit, C Rob, D Kane, and myself, man. And we're gonna cover the whole NFL. Tomorrow we go cover the AFC East, and we go work this thing week by week, man. The network was a dream of mine, man. I was able to get it started, man. Baby steps, but man, hey, we working over there, man. And hey, if you ain't subscribed, if you ain't check it out, come over. You'll have fun. Also during the season, every Sunday after the Saints game, we host. It's called the Kickback. We got a segment called the Kickback where we come on and we just no holds barred. We just let you go, man. Say what's on your mind. Say what's on your chest. Just how you feel. So put the kids up. It's all rated and above. Listen, we going there fussing, shouting, mad, angry. But before you leave, man, you're gonna leave with a smile on your face and looking forward to the next show in the next week. And yeah, man. And I want to say shout out to CB Saints Uptown and the entire WDN Chatline family for having me here. I really appreciate it. Thank you, my brother.
Listeners, y'all heard it. A lot of things that Dolph got going on his side. Man, definitely I'm looking forward to checking all of that out.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
and you guys, a lot of you are familiar with him, but for the ones that's not, please sub this guy up. I'm telling you, he is a diehard Saints fan, great
Greater
content,
to the grave.
and you won't be disappointed. So basically, on tonight, like I said, this is a special guest show. So it's gonna be Dolph answering all the questions. Just want to pick his brain, get his thoughts and opinion on what the Saints have been doing this offseason. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna roll that all the way back to the signing of Derek Carr. But before we do that, let's go ahead and go to the comment section. You know, we gotta get the shout outs
Oh,
right
yeah.
quick. Shout out to Trav 504 said, "Who that everybody? Who that to you, fam?"
504. Yeah, what up, Trav?
We got JT in the building. Who that?
JT. Blessings to you.
Okay, you know we got the OG in the
Oh man,
building.
you already know. Y'all call him the OG. We call him Uncle Jerry. Uncle Jerry, come on in. What's going on, baby?
Okay, and we got Teacher Covington in the building. Said who that? I think he said he cooking, but I'm here. Who that?
Who that teacher? What's happening, family?
We got Miss Dana G in the building. Who that family?
That's my
Who that
girl.
Miss Dana?
That's my girl right there, Queen Dana. How you doing?
Okay, who else we got in the building? We got Whitley Jeremiah in the building,
How
giving
you,
us a shout out.
how you doing, Whitney? Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Okay,
Who
so we
that?
can go ahead and get started. We can pop the comments as they roll in, but
Yes,
basically
sir.
just want to swerve it all the way back
Let's
to the
go.
start of the off season. You know how things ended with
Right.
um, with the Andy Dalton and Jameis situation. Jameis, they decided to make him a backup, and they decided to go forth with Derek Carr. So how's you feeling with Derek Carr coming in to being the Saints quarterback? Do you see this as a short-term situation, or do you see this as a long-term career-ending situation with Derek Carr?
I see Derek Carr being here till he retires. I think Derek Carr will retire New Orleans Saints. My hope is, like everybody else's, and where it should be, is that he retires with at least two on Lombardis, two championships. Um, I think the Saints have a very good quarterback. I think the Saints got one of the best quarterback rooms in the National Football League. When you consider you got two starters and Derek Carr and Jameis Winston. Now I know a lot of people are high on the young man we drafted from Fresno State. Well, hey, let's see what he can do. But yeah, man, I like the Derek Carr signing. Listen, Drew Brees blessed it, man. Drew Brees said that he always liked Derek Carr, and what he saw in Derek Carr was someone who can come in at the line of scrimmage and take control of the team, get them out. And it was simple what Drew said. He said simply get us out of bad play into a good play, you know. So listen, I like the Derek Carr sign. I know a lot of family members was split on Derek Carr. A lot of them was like, well, he was with the Raiders. He didn't do anything. He had he had Devontae Adams, he had Waller, he had Jacobs, he had Foster Moreau, he had Renfro, and he didn't do anything. His best season as a Raider was with John Gruden when he passed for 4,000 yards each of those seasons, including the year that Gruden was let go because, well, we know because of what, but Derek Carr I think Derek Carr is a top 12 to a top 10 quarterback. That's just me. I think a lot of people don't understand that Derek Carr is a very intelligent quarterback. He does care. He wants to win. That's the man. He loves football. You know, he's a
Right,
football junkie. The
right.
kid's already he's been working there. He's been there working with all the receivers, including I know we're gonna get to it, so I'm gonna wait because he's right behind. You see him right behind CB. Because a lot of y'all, we'll get to it later. I ain't get them right now, CB. Because a lot of them gonna be ducking now. A lot of them gonna be
Wee.
ducking now. A lot. Listen, including what I like to know. I didn't hear him talk today, but what Bobby Abel got to say now? Because last week he went on a rant talking about well, if you Micah Thomas, you should be here. Why you
Right.
not here and everything? Blah blah blah. Well, he in the building, and he been here. He didn't just get there today. He actually been there for a minute. We just didn't know. See, there's a lot of stuff we don't know, man. You know, a lot of people like to run off at the mouth too much, man. But anyway, Mike is back. He's in the building. And to answer your question, man, I think we upgraded that QB, man, because last year our quarterback was Andy Dalton. And I was terrified that the Saints, if they didn't get Derek Carr, was going to run it back with Andy Dalton in the building. And we would have been tanking for Caleb, in my opinion.
Facts.
Yeah, Jerry, exactly. Exactly, Jerry. That's what he is, man. I don't understand the hate, man. I mean, not the kids here. Evidently, him and Carl been getting some passes in from the press conference today. How can you, to me, how can you not root for a kid like Michael Thomas? First thing he says, I love being here. I love the Saints. I love putting on that 13 jersey. And he said, despite all the rhetoric on the outside, me and the organization, the man, we have a good relationship. Michael Thomas never was going nowhere. Michael Thomas didn't want to go nowhere. You know, and all of y'all like, get rid of Mike. Listen, Dennis Allen came out today and said, Michael Thomas, we missed him. Slants, short passes, medium passes, red zone, 50-50 balls, and scoring touchdowns. Listen, when he is healthy, can't go on Mike. That hound is real. That hound is real. So yeah, man, I love the addition of Derek Carr. Hopefully he can stay healthy throughout the whole season, and and we get Elise, man. I keep saying this, and family members who follow me and Coach, they already know I keep saying this. Hopefully, we can get Elise 12 to 13 games from our starting offensive line. And I say, if we get 12 healthy games or more from Michael Thomas, to me, I say Michael Thomas at least 3 wins or 2.5, and Derek Carr to me is 3. I know a lot of I don't know if you saw, but the NFL Network they got the Saints finish in 9-8 this year. I think the Saints are anywhere between 10-7 and 12-5. Me personally, but yeah, I love the Derek Carr because, and listen, Derek Carr has been durable too. He answers the call every week. That's what we've been missing, man. Listen, Jameis got hurt. We got a sample size of what Jameis can possibly do. Then he came back last year, led the greatest comeback in Saints history. But he got hurt in that game, and we all know what happened from there. No need to go there. Everybody thought that Jameis would leave in the offseason. But as I was looking at it, I was saying, where is he going to go? Who's going to give him an opportunity to compete for a starting quarterback position? Then you take a look at Jameis when he did resign, said, hey, I want to get healthy. I want to get healthy. And this is what you're saying with Jameis. He will have a healthy. And next year he will have an opportunity to compete for a starting job around the NFL. Listen, if Andy Dalton can compete for a starting job, I know damn well Jameis, fully healthy Jameis Winston can. You know. So that's my thoughts on that, my brother. I look at Tedros, cause see, I don't want to say my boy name wrong. I said the last time he got on my ass. Tedros got us going 14-3. Hey, CB, when we did the round table on Hoodie, man, but Tedros, man, he was about to bust a blood vessel, boy. He was like, man, how y'all got us losing these games to these teams? We were just trying to not be a homer, bro. I was just trying to speak facts, baby. That's all how it look right now, man. But yeah, I'm loving it, man. I'm loving that background music too, man. I like that right there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Uptown.
Yeah.
Uptown. He got the music on point.
Oh yeah, he got that on part, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Uptown went in, man. Got this background music going.
What you say? Hey, highlight Dana right quick, CB. MT sounds so comfortable speaking to the media, then glad to be back. Yeah, he did. And guess what? He didn't even have to put a reporter in their place today. Right. So he ain't had to snap on a reporter today. So it was a good day. It was a good day.
I thought I heard Duncan was asking him a few questions. I thought I heard his voice.
You heard? I was trying to see. Did I hear his voice? I don't remember hearing his voice. It's best he just shut up, though. You know? Well, all right. Trail 504. Ain't Atlanta Falcons.
I see Sean J. I see Sean J. My fault. Sean J. Don't pull it up. Atlanta Falcon fan.
What's up, Sean J?
He knows football, though. So I respect.
Oh yeah, man. Ain't nothing but love. Just a bit of rivalry. That's all.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's go to the backfield. Let's see. We're gonna start with AK, and then you can go ahead to Kendrick Miller. AK, how do you think that's gonna turn out? Because I seen some reports, a few weeks ago about the reason why that popped off. It had video of, a guy hitting a female. So right. Do you think it could be some potential twist in that? Well, and what's your thoughts on that? And then the Kendrick Miller situation. What's your thoughts on that? You think he confident? You think he too confident right now? What's your thoughts, man?
First on the Elvin situation, I think that's why Elvin and his legal team, they wanted to fight it. They were saying there were things that people didn't know that had yet to come out, video. And there's a good chance that we're hearing he can actually beat this, man. Now, I feel even if he does beat the case, the NFL is going to suspend him for at least 4 games. And here's why. The Shield. Anything that brings a bad look to the Shield, you already know. They go. He ain't getting all this scot-free. He can win a legal case. That's fine. But they're going to suspend him at least between 2 and 4 games just for that being in that situation, in my opinion. I love the selection of Miller. It was needed. But man, I think the sneaky, I know we're gonna get to him, but I think the sneaky signing was Jamal Williams, man. And when they signed Jamal Williams, now you come back in the draft and you able to get Miller in the 3rd round. I'm in North Texas and I watched this kid play at TCU. The kid is special, man. Now listen, on draft night, like mostly everybody, I wanted Tajay Spears when he was sitting there. I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was in my feelings. Then I had to get out my feelings because I realized the Saints ain't just draft no bum. That kid, he was a difference maker for TCU. When you saw how bad they missed him when he wasn't in the lineup, he was one of the main reasons that quarterback Max Duggan can feel as comfortable as he did, because he took the pressure off him with the threat to run the ball. The kid's big. He hits the whole hole. He runs behind his pads, and he could take it to the house, man. And he got good hands. But at TCU, they barely threw it to the backs a lot, man. But I love that, man. Listen, I'm loving our backfield. But my thing is, there's going to be a forward running back to make this team. Because, again, Alvin's going to get suspended at some time. Is this the year Dwayne Washington doesn't make the team? Could it be Saraji Thompson, the kid from Texas Tech? Could he possibly be one of the undrafted free agent gems that the Saints always seem to discover? So as far as the backfield, man, I think we're in good shape now. If we have to, depend how long we have to be without Alvin, I think Williams, Miller, and of course then we still got Taysom too. Even though they still want to classify him as a tight end, we know he's going to be everywhere on the field, short yardage, tight end, quarterback, slot, blocking, punt return, kick coverage, everywhere, man. So the running back room's looking good, man. I just hope as a whole, as a team, that we can stay this year, that we can stay fairly healthy with the key members of this team, and that we don't lose anyone for a significant amount of time, like loss for the entire season, or have to go on short-term injury reserve or anything like that, man. That's my thought, my brother, on our running back room, which is looking good, man. And I think there's going to be a surprise coming from them, man. I think it's going to be a surprise coming from them. There you go, Saints Uptown. What's up, baby?
What's happening, man? What's going on?
Man,
I was just listening to the discussion, man. I concur with everything you said. I think really, in my opinion, I think this is probably, the best selection of running backs we've had in quite a while.
Yeah.
Probably since the time that we had like Ironhead and Dalton Hilliard and like Vaughn Dunbar.
I'm gonna go with Ruben Mays, Dalton Hilliard, Barry Word.
Mm-hmm.
Vaughn Dunbar. I met Vaughn Dunbar. That boy was garbage, man.
Yeah, but you have to realize too that we known for that. That's something the Saints are known for. We known for having good running backs.
Yeah, but Vaughn Dunbar wasn't one of them though.
Yeah, he wasn't one of them. I agree with that.
He wasn't one of them, man.
First round draft choice too, man.
Yeah, from Indiana, man. I met that dude in the airport. We got into it over a salad, man. Go buy it somewhere else, bro. You ain't that good anyway, bro.
I just wanted to come in and you know what I'm saying, and introduce myself and stuff in there, man. But I ain't want to just stop the flow of the program. What you
man, we good, man. This your show, man.
Oh, Uptown, you throw some few questions in, just. Man,
I got a question for Uptown, man. Uptown, I got a question for you, bro.
What's up, bro?
Say, man, how your boy Dolph can get that that mixtape that's playing in the background right now, bro. I feel like I'm at Club 49ers or Ghost Town right now, baby. It's going down, baby.
I got something for you. I'm gonna send something your way, man, where you can put on the show.
Man, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that,
man. I got you. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna take care of you, bro.
I appreciate that, man.
That's what I want to ask Dolph, though,
yes,
right?
Sir.
I don't know if y'all went over this already. Dolph, how do you feel at this right now, at this moment right now? How do you feel about our tight end?
The tight end room, in general.
Yeah.
On paper, greatly improved from last year. Greatly improved from the last 2.5, 3 seasons. I think the wild card that they just signed is Jesse James is a wild card. We've been hearing good things about the development of Lucas Crawl. I was high on that kid when they got him last year. I was surprised he wasn't drafted. Of course, the continued development of Juwan Johnson, I expect him to continue to climb and get better. I don't think him signing that contract is going to change him. I think his work ethic is going to allow him to keep pushing forward to be the very best that he can be. He has so much more room to grow. And we got to remember, this will just be his third year at the position, you know. And right now, you really can call him right now in tight ends in the NFL a possible tier 3 tight end in the National Football League, you know. And of course, man, Foster Moreau coming home, he was good in the red zone. He was a safety blanket along with Renfro for Derek Carr. I like that signing, but most importantly, man, I'm praying for the young man. I'm glad that he's able to get back on the field because, you know, there are things bigger than football, man. You get hit with what he was hit with, man, and listen, the kid's back, man, and hopefully everything continues to go the right way with that. So, right, and then it is the wild card again, the X Factor. We go do a show on Friday with the X Factor, and that's Taysom Hill. Coach brought up a question last stream. He said, Dolph, with the signing of Jesse James, what does that mean for Taysom Hill? Do you think the team is going to try to trade Taysom Hill? And I'm like, nah, Coach.
No.
I don't see that because Taysom Hill means too much to this team. You know,
right.
Taysom Hill can literally take a game over, and we have seen him do that. He's a weapon. He's a matchup problem. Because first of all, you don't know what the Saints gonna put him at.
Yeah.
He could be a tight end. He could be a H-back. He could be a fullback, a running back, a quarterback. He could be in the slot. You know, you never know. And so yeah, the tight end room, man, I think is really strong right now on paper, man.
I said the same thing about Taysom Hill last night too, Dolph.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I just said that I like the fact that they're not really quote unquote designating him anyway.
Right.
Because I also think that that's good in terms of strategy.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I'm saying? So you don't know what we might do with Taysom from game to game. You understand what I'm saying? So I thought that was a good, matchup. And I'm gonna say something else too. Might make y'all laugh, tickle y'all a little bit, right? But I think the tight end room got good, man, as soon as Adam left.
Adam Troutman left the room.
Yeah, as soon as Computer Love left, yeah.
He ain't won't be here. He ain't won't be here anyway, so.
Yeah. I mean, well, there's better ways he could have articulated that besides dropping the football and stuff all the time.
Right. And they want to blame coaches and everybody else.
I mean, if he was doing his job and wanted to get out, that's different.
Exactly.
If you're not doing your job and you talking about your role and all that. Come on.
Yeah. Well, that's somebody else's problem now. So.
Yeah.
But Uptown did make a good point last night with the addition of Jesse James. That also, I believe, I agree with him that we're gonna be using some 2 tight end sets as well. Yeah. And just say if they is utilizing Taysom at tight end a good bit, I believe Jesse James can possibly be a practice squad player.
Yeah.
We can have depth at that position. So either way, we got depth. Or, if they plan on utilizing the two tight end system, I still don't think Taysom going to be a part of that like that. Maybe a play here and there. He going to be doing his Joker role like he usually been doing.
Right. Well, yeah, well, because...
You know what I said, too, last night, Dolph?
Yes, sir.
I know we signed Jesse James, but I think he's just a camp buy. I really don't see him making a 53 man. I'm just being 100. I
say that too.
I don't see him keeping no 4 tight ends because I think that the 3 tight ends they're going to keep, man. I think it's pretty much Juwan Johnson. They just signed Foster, and they look at they think that Crawl is promising.
No, I could tell you how they could keep him. To me, the signing of Jesse James is, listen, if you might catch lightning in the bottle and you get that Jesse James who started his career out in Pittsburgh. Now, remember, with this new rule that NFL just passed, where you can have your emergency quarterback active every week. We already know who the emergency quarterback is. Yeah. And that emergency quarterback does not count against the 53 on game day.
Yeah. So
that gives you an extra body. So Taysom, the emergency quarterback, now that will open up the possibility if, let's say, Jesse James comes in and he shows, hey, he has something still left and he can contribute to the team. Because the last few years in Cleveland and Detroit, he's just been hurt since he left Pittsburgh. So he's been dealing with injuries. He was productive when he was playing with Big Ben. So that's just something possibly to keep an eye out for with this new rule that's going to free up another roster spot on game day. Now the key thing to it is too that the only way your emergency quarterback goes in the game is if the starter and the backup get hurt. That's the only way, and he can't be called up from the practice squad. Yeah. So he has to literally be part of the 53. But yeah, that's just something I thought about when with the signing. And listen, I said the same thing with the receiver room. I know a lot of people like with James Washington, Edwards.
Yeah,
they're not locks to make this team. They're only 3 locks to make this team. Michael Thomas, Olave, and Shaheed. And y'all, and a lot of y'all might not want to hear this. Traquan Smith gonna be on this team. Somebody gonna have to literally. They say keep 6 receivers, 5 receivers. Traquan gonna be one. Y'all heard the coach today.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
You heard the coach. You heard the coach today.
I don't think it's gonna happen. No, let me tell you why.
We were saying.
Let me tell you why. I don't think he's gonna make the numbers game. You just mentioned 3. Okay. Really, you should throw 4 in there. Because I don't think that they're gonna give up on it. They just drafted A.T. Perry.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So really you can put 4. And I'm thinking they maybe gonna keep maybe 5 on wide receivers. You understand? And I'm thinking that the 5th wide receiver they're gonna keep is the cat that they got from the Raiders. You understand?
Who that? Edwards?
Yeah. Remember I said it, man. Number 10 is finished. I don't even want to say his name. Number 10 done.
We were saying that about PJ for a while, even though what kept PJ was that move to safety.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you see,
that kept him. But.
Yeah, but the only difference with him, CB, is that, and I got to give this man credit. The last 3 years or so, PJ has played some solid ball.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? That the same can't be said about number 10.
You know what you heard your coach say he was hurt.
Oh man.
He been playing with injury. Listen, we can say what we want, but it came from the horse's mouth. Listen, they love Traquan. Some for Traquan Smith not to be on the Saints team, 2 people, they're gonna literally have to beat him out. And today he had a good day. It was reported that he's been having good OTAs. So, and he's healthy. He's having fun. So who knows, man? Maybe they switch to a new quarterback, him coming back healthy. Maybe it's the Traquan Smith that they drafted in the 3rd round, who was a deep threat, a vertical threat. Who knows?
I just don't believe it, bro.
I got you. I know the hate's real. I know the dislikes real, man. Look at Jerry. Jerry in the chat talk about. I agree, man. Go ahead, Jerry.
You know what I mean? I just, bro, he need to go on and do just like Adam and go over there with Daddy. Go over there with Daddy. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Just like Adam and Marcus. You understand? Go over there with Daddy.
Thomas, Olave, Rasheed, Edwards, wasn't. Why everybody? I'm telling y'all, I don't know why y'all trying to put Edwards on this team. Edwards is not allowed to make this team.
I know him,
Washington, Flowers.
I don't think Washington gonna make it. I don't think some of these cats are just camp bodies.
Yeah, they're gonna be, and don't forget this year too. You gonna have a big turnaround on cut down day, because cut down day now is just one day.
Yeah.
Every team is gonna cut from 90 all the way down to 53. So you're gonna have a lot of moving parts, and a lot of the Saints are gonna make a lot of moves, man. I think depending on how this young receiver could do. And I believe they still have in place this season also, where you can, on the practice squad, you can protect up to 8 players. So the key is, what 8 players do the Saints put on the practice squad that they keep, that they protect? You see what I'm saying? So
right,
Lucas Crawl, I think Lucas Crawl has a chance to be lining up every Sunday. I'm just, because it's OTAs next week, we get the mandatory minute count. Then we off for a month and a half before we come in the training camp. Man, I'm just ready, because we fell for this last year. Last year, we look great on paper. We got Jarvis, we got this, that. And the team never came together. They were only over 500 one time last season. Mm-hmm. One time, that was week 1. After that, we never saw 500 again for the rest of the season. So, listen, it looks good on paper, but listen, I ain't with the paper no more. What I'm with is let's put it together. Let's become a team, man, and let's go out there and let's win. And my thing is this: be patient with the offense. Be patient with Derek Carr. I think early, man, the defense is going to have to carry this team, man.
Yeah.
But that's scary, because we opened up week 1 with a fresh, rested, ready to go Derrick Henry. Mm-hmm. So now, Saunders, Roach, Breezy, Percy, who I'm gonna get? Nathan Shepard. All y'all, we about to see. We about to see, because that run defense, man, has to get better, man. Has to get better. But there's a little shift with the drafting of Percy and the drafting of Isaiah Foskey. There's a little shift that the Saints are making as far as the type of players that Percy is he's a physical kid. We know that. But he has a twitch to him. He has a finesse game to him also. And that Clemson, remember, don't be surprised. They not only used him in the 3 technique and at the tackle, they also put him out on the edge at the end too, and have him rush the passer, and he had a lot of success. This kid was the number 1 overall high school prospect when he came out of college and signed with Clemson. But yeah, that's what I'm looking at with that, man.
Yeah, they gonna have to, man. That game is gonna tell us a lot about our run defense. I tell you that much.
Exactly, man. It's gonna tell us a lot right off the bat, man.
And I'm hoping, man, that what happened to us, recently was really an anomaly, because up until just recently, as maybe 2-3 seasons ago, we had a very top-notch, run defense.
Yeah,
it just seemed like it just all, the bottom just fell out all of a sudden.
It did. When they got rid of Malcolm Brown, think about it. Look at the number. When Malcolm Brown left, that run defense got worse and worse every year. Last year was just the worst year. The bottom fell out last year. Mm-hmm. Ever since they got rid of Malcolm Brown, they have yet to be able to replace Malcolm Brown.
I'm just hoping that it's all an anomaly right now, and maybe, and we do have a new defensive line coach too as well.
Hey Tedra, bro, this voluntary OTAs. Don't worry about that, bro. I know the day we had who we had out there. We had Lewis Kidd out there. Throckmorton was out there. We had Norm. What is Storm Norton was out there. Yeah. Now Storm Norton, for everybody don't know, Storm Norton had started 11 games in the season for the Chargers, so he had starting experience. Mm-hmm. So, and then of course the young man that we drafted from Old Dominion, he already injured. He's dealing with a bad ankle. Hopefully, they're saying he should be ready for training camp. And I would still like them to bring in a veteran, man, another veteran offensive lineman. Because to me, the key is going to be the trenches, man. The offensive and defensive linemen are going to be the key for the Saints. Staying healthy and being productive the entire season. And I'm going to keep saying it until he gets back to playing like it. I need the real Ryan.
Ryan Ramczyk?
Yes, I need the real Ryan Ramczyk to please come back.
And to be quite honest with you, bro, we need the real Ryan Ramczyk, and we need the real Eric McCoy too. We need the real McCoy.
Yeah, he had a not Eric. I'm gonna say a not Eric McCoy season. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't his best season last year.
Hey, CB, who was that talking about Peyton Turner, man? Peyton Turner is not going to start.
That's JT. I was going. Yeah, we can hit on that. JT, but before we hit on this right quick, since we talking about the offensive line, Dolph, what's your thoughts on the guard position? With Cesar Ruiz, they declined his 5th-year option. Do you think that's because they need to see more? Was it a money issue kicking in? They're not sure if they're going to extend them or not. What's your thoughts on that?
My thought is last season was, of course, that was that kid's best season last year. And think about this. That was his first full total off season with OTAs, mini camps, training camp, and everything. Plus, the Saints brought in Jory Evans, and of course now he's officially a coach and part of the staff, so he'll be able to work with him. I think the Saints want to show us again. And listen, only 12 players from that class, entire draft class, had their 5th-year option picked up. So it's something, it's not just the Saints. There's a lot of teams around the league who are saying, you got to show us. But listen, I know this, if the kid comes out and he stays healthy and he improves on the season he had last year, the Saints are going to re-sign him. And right now, with the restructure that they did to Andrews Pete's contract, this looked like it's going to be Pete's last year. Me personally, I know Pete has his shortcomings. He has his moments. But Pete's not the worst guard in the National Football League. He might be one of the better guards in the National Football League. But like everybody says, you have to stay. It's just a matter of not if, but when he gets hurt.
What?
Yeah. Listen, when Pete's out the game, have you seen Throckmorton play that position?
Yeah, but I would say that I wouldn't say he's one of the best in the league. As a matter of fact, I think he's good at run blocking.
Yeah, I know his run blocking, his
excellent. He's a good goal grader, but he's not good at pass coverage.
Yeah, I think his technique, a lot of times in his pass protection from me watching him, sometimes he drops his head, man, and it's almost like he's not looking where, his hand placement is, man. Nah, I tell you, Landon Young won't make this team unless he has to have a hell of a camp to make this team. Landon Young straight up has disappointed me. I expected more. To me, they were grooming him to be that other tackle, that swing tackle for when they eventually move on from James Hurst or be the heir apparent to win whenever Ron Ramczyk decides to call it a career. But he's let them down, man. He's let them down. He's let himself down. And I think he's on the bubble to make this team. With Storm Norton, hell, you can put Lewis Kidd, maybe can go play tackle too, swing out the tackle too. You already know James Hurst can go over there in the pinch, left or right.
You know, and people, we can't forget about Trevor.
Oh, Trevor starting, man. That's a no-brainer. Trevor starting, man. You got that what you're drafting him for. Put him out there and let him go. Look, let him go through his growing pains. They're gonna be growing pains.
Some penalties on the
yeah. Let him go. Listen, the games he played last year before he got hurt in that last preseason game, the kid got better every week. Every week he got better and better. And I think that last game on that touchdown drive, man, him and Pete was over there. I know it was against guys who were after the game were going to work at Walmart and Home Depot, but man, they were just clearing out that whole side. It was impressive, man. And then of course he has that fluke injury, but yeah, Penny starts at left tackle, Pete, McCoy, Caesar, and Ron Ramczyk. That's our top five, man.
Mm-hmm. I just hope my only main concern, man, with all that's going on is health. You understand? Because unfortunately, so far what we've seen from Penn is that he's been injury prone. Okay, I'm just being 100. You understand? We know that Pete. I don't think Pete has been injured has been healthy a full season since we drafted the dude. You know what I'm saying? And let's hope that Mr. Ramczyk can get his head out of his ass. You understand what I'm saying? And be the player that we thought that
right.
we had seeing. You know, because at one point in time, and I hate to say it, when he got a bag, it seemed like he got worse. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Him and Eric. Y'all need to play like y'all supposed to be playing when you get a bag around here.
Right.
And as far as Caesar's concerned, I think Caesar's hungry. He got to be hungry. He didn't pick up his fifth-year option. And if you want to get some money, you want to solidify yourself, and you want to be able to have some generational wealth and take care of your family, you understand? Ball out again, brother. Ball out again.
And he was our best offensive lineman last year.
Yes, he was.
I know a lot of y'all don't want to hear that, but he was.
It wasn't even close.
It wasn't even close. And if he wouldn't have got hurt, damn, he probably would have made a Pro Bowl or something.
Mm-hmm. He played really, really well last season.
I was impressed. I think the only game he may have had trouble in, well, was the Ravens game. But shit, the whole offensive line, the whole team had problems that night. So, you know, can't just single him out. You know?
Yeah, no, you can't just single him out. But I know one thing, like the Saints better do. I seen teams doing a particular blitz on us all last season. Mm-hmm. And it started in the first game. Atlanta ran that particular blitz and it was successful.
Then everybody ran it.
Everybody ran it on us all season, and we had no answer for that. So I hope they didn't figure that out. If not, we gonna be in trouble and stuff again.
So let me ask y'all, man. What's y'all thoughts about the linebacker depth? Do y'all think the Saints need to bring in another veteran linebacker? Because right now, the young man that we all been talking about was talking about who they were talking about all last year, and it was reported by Ross Jackson. It was reported by Kyle T. Mosley that the Saints had big plans for this man.
My thing with that, the man hadn't touched the NFL field yet. So I mean, it's kind of, right. He having hella practices and stuff.
Right.
He hasn't got in the game where the pressure and all that stuff, is out there.
Right.
So it's not no guarantee that he gonna, fill in that Caden Ellis type role and produce if one of them go down or if he got to relieve somebody for a few plays.
Right.
So, I wouldn't be upset if they do bring in a vet. challenge them, at least challenge them during camp.
Right.
What they got left remaining at the linebacker roster, Zach Bond. I mean, yeah, he more of a pass rusher, so I believe that's where they're gonna use him at. But the other guys, Dow, we do got the two rookies,
Anderson, right?
Yeah. So we can see what they do, but I mean, it's really nobody that's gonna be challenging for that third spot unless somebody just step up and blossom.
Right. And I brought him up because today Dennis was talking about him because they got him playing Mike. So right now he's going to back up DeMario. So he's going to be making the calls on defense and everything. And like you said, man, it's OTAs. When we get to mini camp, we'll have offense, defense out there. We'll see a little something. But when we get to training camp and they put them pads on for the first day, then we start separating the men from the boys, the pretenders for the real, So, yeah.
I think my thing on that is that I think they're going to give DeMarco Jackson every opportunity to be that swingman. And provided that he stay healthy, I think that he can probably even exceed the productivity of Kate Ellis, providing that he stay healthy.
Right. Well,
I just have a gut feeling that they're not going to bring in a veteran linebacker. Because and the reason why I think that is because I think that the linebackers that they do have, they think possess a high football IQ already. I think they think high of DeMarco Jackson. I think they think high of the undrafted kid that we got out of Tulane. Right.
And the thing with Zach Bond, he's going to play the Kid Ellis role. He's going to blitz. From all indication, they're finally going to let him do what he was doing in college, which is rush the damn quarterback. So you're going to have him coming off the end. You're going to have Granderson. You're going to have Foskey. You're going to have Peyton Turner. And listen, speaking of Peyton Turner, the coach said it today. It's a small sample size. Before we can say anything of what he has to be on the field, he has to stay healthy. The talent's there, but he has to stay healthy. And what else? Shouts out to JT, man. That's brother JT, man. That's all we bring up. Like Peyton Turner, brother JT is like, dog. If Peyton Turner's not starting week 1, trade him, get rid of him. He'll bust. You know what I'm saying? And listen, you're a number 1 draft pick, man.
Well, it's a possibility that that's not going to happen.
You should be starting over Granderson. Real talk. But the thing is, can you stay healthy and can you stay on the field? When you're out there on the field, we see flashes. But the thing is, you're not out there for an entire game. We don't get you building week after week, weeks upon weeks out there to see. So, and after everything with being teased with talent from Davenport, the nation is fed up, man. The nation is like, we don't have time for this. We need somebody who's productive.
Something else too, man, that I think that that's why I just get this notion that they're not really high. I'm meaning the coaching staff.
Mm-hmm.
That they're not really, integrate. And I saw some stuff from him, man. I told CB this, a couple of years ago. I seen some really great things from him.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't been healthy. You understand? And it seemed like he always has some kind of whatever going on with him. He haven't been able to fulfill those things.
Right.
And now I think, right, that the Saints have even changed their mind to start looking at a different type of defensive end over there.
Right, Isaiah Foskey.
This dude Foskey, although he may be just as big as some of the defensive ends that we constantly get, his body type is different.
Right.
And plus, the way that he rushed the quarterback is that he's bendy and shifty.
Man, let me ask you this. Name a defensive player from Notre Dame other than Foskey the last 3 years. Name one. I can't.
I can't, man.
So that's
what I
telling.
remember is the linebacker.
But if only you really know, if only you really know how I felt about that school, I'm just gonna be quiet.
Man, listen, I was on Foskey from the beginning of the draft process, man. The kid, to me, he's a playmaker. He forces turnovers. He runs to the ball. He played on special teams. I think he had 2 or 3 blocks, 2 in one game against Nevada. I know for sure. Mm-hmm. And listen, every week when opposing teams were planning for Notre Dame, they all knew we got to take care of Foskey. But somehow the kid still had double-digit sacks the last 2 years, man. So the talent is there, man.
Yeah, all-time sack leader.
All-time sack leader at Notre Dame, man. So listen, I loved it, man. When they said Isaiah Foskey, man, I was over heels, man. The only thing would have made the draft perfect for me was if they would have, selected Tajay. But he ain't a Saint. He a Titan. He coming to the Dome week 1. And I wish you no good luck at all. I hope you have 3 fumbles.
They ain't gonna know how to use them.
Yeah.
You're gonna be trying to ground and pound. I don't even know why they got.
Yeah, I want him to have a terrible game against us and didn't have a good season.
Yeah, a terrible game against us, then you go on and you can shine. We with you after that. I'm watching you play after that. I want you to do good. But now
I want to ask you one thing about Peyton, Dolph.
Mm-hmm.
Now we know last training camp, the man was out there, and wasn't he playing with the backups and stuff? Like he was playing late in the 3rd quarter, 4th quarter in the preseason.
Right.
And he wasn't getting to the quarterback.
Yeah, they were getting him reps and stuff, trying to get him up to par, and he wasn't. But then again, let's go when the Bullets flew for real. That Carolina game. Hell, he had 2 sacks. Yeah. Hell, the game he got hurt, he had a sack? Did he have a forced fumble? I'm trying to remember. And then he got hurt. I
remember in Carolina, he did act bad.
Yeah, he act bad. So that's why when a lot of people want to say he is a bust, I can't put the bust tag on the kid yet because we haven't seen
after this season, Dolph.
Now after this season, if it's more of the same, then hey, it is what it is, man.
You understand? We're gonna have to call him what he is. He's gonna be a bust.
But I'm glad DA and the staff done prepared. They prepared for that if it go that route. That's the thing though. This go when we prepared just in case. If not, we gonna have hella depth. And one of them could possibly go opposite Cam down the road once Cam. A few years down the road. Right. It could be these 2 on the outside.
Man,
in the future.
Let me say
but
this.
But if not, if it go the other way, then
we
get Foskey that can hopefully provide us something.
And I was thinking about this today, fam. I've been listening to players talk, and we as the Who That Nation, I think we got the wrong perspective when it comes to Dennis Allen. The players love him. The players love playing for him. That's what I'm getting. When Michael Thomas, the players love playing for him.
I think a lot of that.
Playing for him all they want, bro.
No. What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. They like playing for him, especially defensively, because like Alante Taylor said, he allows us to be ourselves. Now, there's one thing we all can say. Now, as a head coach, we know so far he has left a lot to be desired. But as a defensive coordinator, the man can coach the hell out of some defense. That he can do and identify some talent. Because once again, I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna keep saying it the whole season. Not Saints Uptown, not CB, not me, and not any one of y'all in the chat. You can lie if you want. When y'all heard the Saints select in the 2nd round from Tennessee, Alante Taylor last year, all y'all was like, what the hell they doing? Who the hell is this? Y'all went to looking and tweeting like, man, they say he was a 4th-round pick. How we take him in a 2nd? Dennis Allen and the Saints, they knew what they wanted. They knew what they needed. So, I was
familiar with the kid because, I'm an LSU fan. So
right.
you know, I get to see them and all that, right? But I didn't feel that way for one reason and one reason only. So far, recently.
I'm sorry, man. I got my little man here, man.
Recently, all the players that we drafted out of that school has really worked out for us.
Yeah, from Tennessee. Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah,
I had absolutely no problem with that.
Right.
You know. So and that was the only reason why I didn't have any problem with that. But that worked out pretty damn good.
Yeah, it did, man. So I just think that and I see what Dennis Allen he's molding his team into his vision, man. And I think the Saints are about to pull the Pittsburgh Steelers on us. Dolph, what you mean by that? I think Dennis Allen, even if the Saints have another losing season, which I don't think they are and hope they don't, unless it's just catastrophic, I think Dennis Allen's going to be the head coach for the Saints until he gets this thing where he's trying to get it to go. Or they just get tired of him. But
I got a feeling, man, that look, I kind of feel a little indifferent behind that. Let me tell you why. I get it. The players like it. I get that. Okay, don't get me wrong. Okay, Dolph.
Oh yeah.
Don't fall right, and I'm not over exaggerating. I mean, online and offline.
Right.
I have yet to see a Saints fan that like Dennis Allen. I'm just being 100 with you. You understand what I'm saying? And like, what it's going to come down to is this, right? If the Saints fans get into their feelings about something, start booing and stuff in that place or something like that, or not showing up, you understand? Mm-hmm. That's going to force the hand. And I think that right now, right, that like I've been telling people all along, and Jerry can tell you this, right?
Mm-hmm.
As Saints fans, the Who That Nation, we're in a win-win situation. And you ask, what do you mean by that, Uptown? I mean like this, right? If this team improves and shows the promise that it's supposed to show,
mm-hmm.
then we on the path and can be on the path, you know, to do some great things this season.
Right.
And if this team does not show the promise that it's supposed to show, then we can get rid of Dennis.
They're not gonna do it, Uptown. Unless he go.
I'm gonna be honest with DA. As far as the players saying they like him, they with Dennis behind doors. I think what we see from Dennis, a lot of people be like, well, he looked like he kind of timid and stuff. That's what he may look like on the field, but
right,
in them coaching rooms and stuff, and he even said it in a presser. He said he really don't show his fired up emotions on the sideline. He more of doing the practice fired up type.
Right.
Compared to Peyton being more laid back during the week and fired up during game days,
right,
with the players. So I mean, he do got the fire. Them players not gonna come out and be fans of him if they got like a softie.
Right, yeah, they're not gonna just voluntarily see it, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think, listen, my hope is this.
I don't really know, man, too, right? I'm not too sure, too, really, about a whole lot of those players and stuff like it and stuff, because the way in which he treated James last season, I heard that didn't go over too well in that locker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, James re-signed.
Yeah, but James he said he re-signed specifically because he liked the city.
And
you understand what I'm saying?
Man, James would like to see he come back visit the city.
No, really, that signing said a lot. I don't.
Yeah.
If he really got done wrong, he felt like he got disrespected. To me, he would have. I mean, that's just standing on your toes as a man. Like you
right,
disrespect me like that and come back to.
Y'all didn't hear all the things. Y'all recall all the stuff he said about Dennis, though.
I know the situations he had.
Yeah.
I mean, of course he felt like he could play. Maybe he felt like he could play, and DA
Like, shut him down. Like, nah.
I'm just saying because he back and you. I mean, that tells a lot. If he really got disrespected like that, he would have been gone, in my opinion. If he really felt like
that's how I looked at it.
And be a backup.
So Uptown, let me ask you this: when Jameis re-signed, did it or did it not surprise the hell out of you?
Yeah, it surprised the hell out of me, and then I had to find out, what his specific reasons were. You understand? I mean, like, I understand what you guys are saying, and yeah, I do. Okay, but, but what I was looking at it is this, right? Sometimes too, right, with people and their families or whatever, right? Sometimes people don't be wanting to have all that movement. You understand what I'm saying? And if they like the city, they like the city, and it's like, with any other job, people and stuff stay at jobs all the time and stuff, knowing that they can't stand their boss.
Yeah, but this ain't no normal job though, brother.
Yeah, but he look at it as like this too, right? I mean, I got hurt, this dude can get hurt too. And then I can have the opportunity and stuff that, that I was looking for over here. You understand? Because I heard some inside stuff about Dennis that, that didn't really, match with the narrative that I'm hearing being ran right now.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
But it
is what it is, man. I'm just,
my long story short for me, fam, is this. I hope that at the end of this season, Dennis Allen is in the running for Coach of the Year. I hope that at the end of this season, Dennis Allen has won his first division title as a head football coach. I hope at the end of this year, the New Orleans Saints are playoff bound as a top 4 seed, 5 seed. Don't matter really if you're in the 1 seed, you play on the wild card weekend now. So it really don't matter as long as they're in that number. And I hope they make it to the NFC Championship game. Or just win one game and make the playoff and win one game in the playoff, and I'm good. Let's move forward. Then I think that way we will see that the vision that he had. Listen, last year was his first year with this team. So he's trying, think about it. That's like, let's say you took over after a legend like Sean Payton. Now you got to come in and you got to put your stamp on your team. You have to listen. Everybody's still the mystique of Sean, the mystique of Breeze. They gone, fam. Them days are gone. So now it's all about him. So what the Saints organization is doing, they're giving. Listen, this year they're giving Dennis everything he wants. Listen, we go do anything you want and need that makes sense. We're going to give to you to help you be successful. You want the coaches? We're doing the coaches. Listen, you wanted Deshaun Watson last year? Listen, the Saints wanted Deshaun Watson so bad last year that the owner got on her private plane, flew to Atlanta to meet with this clown when he knew the whole time he wasn't coming. To me, and she's a female.
But let me say this too, right? Everything, I concur with everything you just said, right? But the part that I concur with the most, you understand, that you should pay most attention to is that they have given him everything he wanted.
Yeah.
Now we done gave you the tools to succeed. If you don't succeed, you go.
I mean, how often does it take a new coach to turn a program around? 3 years, right? Normally, depending on the resources.
I don't know, man, because we were just talking about Sean Payton. You understand? The first year we had Sean Payton, we was in the championship game.
Yeah, everybody ain't Sean.
So, well, I mean, that's what you know what I'm saying? And then
I got you.
I remember the cat. What's the cat name that started coaching over there for Green Bay?
We had McCarthy. McCarthy was our offensive coordinator.
No, I'm talking about the cat that's coaching for them right now. His first year at Green Bay, he ended up with, and you know what I'm saying, the number 1 seed. You understand? At Green Bay.
But
he had Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, he had Aaron Rodgers.
Like that, they wasn't coming off of no 2-win season.
Yeah, but we can't be just, And plus Dennis has been in the organization for quite some time. It's not like
he had the roster. And it was a good enough roster.
Yeah, but it's not like Dennis. It's not like, Dennis was a new coach in a new place, and he had to assemble a new roster and new players and assemble, and create a new culture and all that kind of stuff. No, he didn't do that. You understand what I'm saying?
But I lost my camera.
Because the things the games that we lost last season, the stuff that we lost last season, man, let's sit down. Let's not like pretend. You understand? Most of the games we lost last season is because he got out-coached. Let's be for real. You understand?
What game he got out-coached? What game he got out-coached last year?
Say what?
What game he got out-coached last year?
He got out-coached in the Minnesota Vikings game.
We lost on a field goal that bounced off the upright.
Yeah, we lost that bounced off the upright right after they did that fake. Remember that fake they did to us?
All right, but he just that was on the special teams coach.
Yeah, but it's just like being the president of the United States. You can't blame it on the Secretary of the State when stuff happens. You the head coach. You the man. You understand what I'm saying? We can't just go throwing stuff off on other people like that.
When we go put it on the players.
You understand? We supposedly, right? Mm-hmm. Supposedly, we had a stacked roster last season. You understand? Mm-hmm. You mean to tell me that you didn't see Pete Carmichael screwing up all damn season?
They lost their starting quarterback who they built everything around.
Bruh, but it's not just that, man. It's the tendencies, Dolph. Every time number 10 was on the field, we was running the football. Everybody knew that. Every time he came out on the field, we ran the football. Let me tell you something else we did, right? On first down, we always ran. We ran it more than we threw it on first down. That was bad ass tendencies that we had.
But did you want Andy Dalton throwing a lot?
Well, if they don't want Andy Dalton throwing a lot, then why did they sign him? Why didn't they replace him back with Jameis when Jameis was healthy?
Maybe Jameis wasn't as healthy as he thought he was. Has been let on to us, man.
Man, Jameis said it out of his mouth that he was healthy, and I think that he was healthy.
But
at one point in time he was healthy enough, and I think even with maybe not 100% Jameis was better than that damn Andy Dalton.
It's just tough
and we got outpost in the Arizona Cardinals game too.
But just look at how this played out though. Jameis come back, that's shocking. And then you see them going with the guy that they want.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like, you got all the factors of disrespect that he should have left if it was all that. That's what like I'm thinking about. Like if it was really just disrespect, like they didn't want anything. Ain't no way you gonna come back and see the guy.
We probably
the only way you getting in is if this guy goes down.
But look, bro.
Man, that's just tough. There ain't no way I can do that.
All I have is just one question. Y'all remember the stuff that Jameis was saying? I'm not basing this on anything. This ain't like my opinion or nothing like quote unquote. I'm going by what I see was going on throughout the course of the year. You understand? And the interaction and the stuff he was saying and the stuff that Jameis was saying, and everybody agreed to one thing, right? And that's almost a universal thing in football. Even although we have seen it happen before, that he shouldn't have just lost his job behind no injury like that.
But it wasn't no normal injury. He had 3 cracked vertebrae in his back. That ain't no normal injury. Then on top of that, he had some kind of hairline fracture or something in his foot. I believe what Jameis one said. So
it was messed up.
Yeah.
And then this dude here, who you put in the game and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was terrible. I mean, that was a terrible decision to even sign that dude, to be quite honest.
But know what? When people look at Andy Dalton's stats, who didn't watch him play last year, they gonna say, man, y'all that Saints fans, y'all crazy. Andy Dalton had a hell of a year last year. Yeah, in garbage time, when the game was over, he got those garbage numbers. You know.
Yup.
That's when he got a lot of his numbers.
Man, that dude was terrible.
Listen, my thing is, man, I took my emotion on and I started thinking, man. I was disappointed as hell at the season last year, like everybody. I was wondering what the hell's going on with the offense. I'm trying to figure out how the hell has Pete Carmichael, how you forgot the coach. And it wasn't like this was his first time running the offense without Sean. Because the year Sean was suspended, he ran the offense. But there was the key. The key was you had number 9 on the center. Mm-hmm. That was the key. We haven't had any stability at quarterback since number 9 walked out the building, man.
I knew that was going to happen, bro.
You know, they never, in my opinion, tried to go out and get a young quarterback to groom as the heir apparent to Drew Brees. What they do, they're bringing the Teddy Bridgewater, they bring in the Jameis Winston, they're bringing the Mo Brunell, which I think was one of the best backups the Saints ever had, and Mo Brunell. But they never went out in the second round. Even if you didn't want to get a quarterback in the first round, in the second round, draft a young quarterback to start grooming. Listen, Drew's coming to, especially when you knew Drew lost strength in his arm. That should have triggered you right there. Why didn't they go out and do?
But to their credit, they tried, man, and they tried real big too, bro. And it had that work, we wouldn't even be having this conversation right now. They tried to move up, man, to go get Patrick Mahomes.
Right. They were right there to get him.
Yeah, it didn't work out, man.
Know who I blame for that?
They at least swung for it.
Know who I blame for that?
Yeah.
Sean Payton. Because he should have kept his mouth shut.
Yeah.
Every week you heard him talking about how much he loved Patrick Mahomes.
He always do that. He always wanted
how much he loved Patrick Mahomes. And listen, the Saints were going to select Patrick Mahomes. And it's just the Chiefs jumped in front of him and got him. Nah, we ain't get no badass consolation prize, and he ain't a consolation prize. We got one of the best cornerbacks in the National Football League. Yeah, but it's just that quarterback is the most important position in the league, and probably. I'm gonna
go out on the limb and say that I think we got our quarterback of the future.
Who?
I'm going on the limb.
Who?
Jake Haener.
Man, stop it.
Man, Jake Haener.
Man, Jake Haener ain't gonna do just like Book.
Gotta wait and see.
Just like Lane Book.
Gotta wait and see.
When they looked at, I'm just telling y'all, bro. When they said the strengths of this dude sound very, very similar to Drew Brees.
Stop right there. That's it. That's the end of the conversation right there, Tom, bro. We got to stop saying compare to Drew Brees, man.
No, I'm just saying, bro, what they said his strengths are. And I know somebody who's a big fan of Fresno State. Mm-hmm. You understand what I'm saying? And I talked to him about this kid. He's been watching this kid play his whole life. And he has a lot of good stuff to say about this kid. They had good stuff to say about this kid in the OTAs.
So who had the better career, him or Ian Book in college?
I think Jake had the better career.
Ian Book.
You understand?
All right.
I think Jake had the better career. I never, man.
Jake Haener getting cut.
Let's quantify this by saying one thing, okay, Dolph, in case you don't know me.
Yes, sir.
Other people out here know this about me. I do not like Notre Dame.
No, shit, you ain't by yourself. I don't either.
You understand what I'm saying? So don't get me. I just can't say a lot of good things about the players, bro. And so it's gonna be like pulling my teeth.
Hey, but we got one that's on the team now, baby.
Yeah, I know, and I'm trying to swallow. I'm still trying to digest that.
That's all right. He gonna make you love him, bro. We got a player, bro. We got a player.
He better.
We got a player, bro.
Well, I see a comment by Miss Pammy. Let's take a little pivot. Let's swerve. Let's swerve to the kicker room. She said, "Okay, field goal. Let's talk kickers."
I heard Big Nuts. Is acting a fool out there right now. I heard Big Nuts ain't want nobody to get his job.
So ain't nobody coming for us yet.
Yeah, well, the coach, that ain't what the coach said today. The coach said we got 2 excellent kickers. That's why they let that third kicker go.
I heard
it's all Lutz and grouping.
Another one was like been something like 23 or 23.
The kicker from Notre Dame, Uptown. You know from Notre Dame, right?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
Yeah, listen. The press conference today from Dennis Allen, man, he threw a lot of stuff out there, and I saw somebody in the chat. I don't remember who it was like, hey, DA, if y'all listen to DA, he pretty much told y'all that Traquan Smith is important to this team, is going to be on this team. He even went out to his way to make, I guess you can say, reasons for Traquan's lack of productivity as a receiver.
Yeah,
other than block, he came out and said, well, he's the last couple years he's been dealing with injuries.
Yeah,
he hasn't been healthy.
Dennis is doing a damn good job at pissing off the Who That Nation.
Yeah, so
he really knows how to piss us off.
He's definitely telling you right now. That's why I'm telling y'all right now. I'm about to call it. Y'all, your boy about to call it. Right now, we got 4 spots locked up. Y'all don't like it. I told y'all last year he was gonna make the team, and damn it, I'm calling it again. Nephew, if you're listening, don't make me look bad. Nephew gonna make the team again, baby. Traquan Smith is the 4th wide receiver. Everybody else is trying to for that 5th and 6th wide receiver spot.
Damn, he can jinx us now. You understand what I'm saying? Man, I don't even say his name. We don't even mention his name over here.
Y'all don't say the man name, bro.
Oh, we'll say number 10 name.
Y'all just say number 10, the player.
Number 10.
Like Bill Parcells used to call T.O. the player. They don't even say his name, the player.
We don't call him the player.
Just number 10.
Just number 10.
Got you, man. You, man.
You understand?
I got you, man.
We don't need, man. It's time for number 10 to go on and go, bro.
But can number 10 stay healthy and come on just ball all year, bro?
I don't think that's going to happen.
I mean, of course, he gonna hold it down on the blocking side of things.
No, I'm talking about receiver.
Blocker, but I mean, as far as receiver, I mean, now
what makes Traquan so bad in everybody?
No, I'll say this with Traquan. You know, Traquan's strength was stretching the field.
I can answer.
Breeze couldn't provide that towards the latter part of his career. That's when Traquan when he got drafted, it was on Breeze's latter part where he couldn't get it downfield. Could that have been I don't know, but I just think it got to be a little bit more. He got to do a little bit more than that to still remain on the team.
They was throwing him. He played outside here. He came here. They had him playing in the slot. That's why he was saying, I'm trying to grasp the offense. He was having problems grasping the offense. It was a new position for him.
Man, that dude, man, I don't want to hear nothing about this dude. He dropped the ball at crucial times in the game. He fumbled the ball at crucial times and stuff in the game.
You say he fumbled the ball at crucial times in the game?
Crucial times in the game.
What game Traquan fumbled the ball and caused the Saints the game?
He fumbled the ball in the damn Yucks game.
Did that cause the Saints the game? What about all the tough catches he done made? Oh, the middle. Man, y'all Traquan not as bad as everybody want to make. My thing is this. Traquan came in with unrealistic expectations. A lot of people act like Traquan was a 1st-round pick. The kid was picked in the 3rd. Yeah, he's supposed to be productive. As a 3rd-round pick, I can't sit here and say Traquan been a bust. You can't. There are other players you can say they've been a bust. You can't say they've been a bust.
What round did we draft Lance Moore in?
No round.
Mm-hmm. And the ball didn't hit the ground with Lance Moore when he was throwing it to Lance Moore. Y'all remember? Y'all act like y'all remember that year,
I remember Lance Moore catch every pass. He dropped balls too.
Y'all remember that year when we had Trevor Siemian, the year when Michael Thomas was injured that year, and Marquez Callaway and Traquan Smith, and who else was our wide receiver then? All of them let the ball hit the ground, including Traquan. They had major butterfingers.
And he got hurt. He came back late in the season.
You understand? He always dropping the ball, especially at crucial times of the game. You understand? Traquan Smith cannot be relied upon. Period. He showed too many times that we just can't rely
upon. I'm loving this, boy.
Now, he's a good blocker. You understand? But damn, I would much rather my wide receiver know how to catch than to block.
I got you, bro. I just think he ain't as bad as we making him out to be, bro.
Say what?
I don't think he as bad as we making him out to be. Now, yeah, I would damn sure like more productivity out of him. No question about that. You know what I'm saying? But he's not as bad as we act like he's just. We act like he's the Jason David of the Saints offense. The kid ain't never been that bad. Nah, man, stop it. Come on.
I wouldn't say he knows.
Yeah, man. Hell, he was better than Adam Troutman.
Except when injuries happen.
Yeah, he's better than Adam Troutman.
Yeah, he always been
about the same to me.
What? Who else he is better than? What's the one, the tight end we signed for Denver?
No, he was better than Kevin White. He was better than Kevin White.
That man said better than Kevin White caught 2 passes.
All right, well let's just go ahead and let's work.
Hey, we got the chat on fire. No, man. I just started something with that Traquan, man. My bad, fella. My bad, fella.
Let's go ahead and swerve to the draft picks. We can get your thoughts on the draft picks, then we can go ahead and wrap it up.
Man,
who do you think will have a breakout season?
On the draft picks
1 through 7, and who do you think will be the who do you think will blow up from the undrafted class?
Undrafted class, I'm going my boy. Little fire plug. Nick go proven right, Nick Anderson. I just like that kid's moxie, man. I think the only reason that kid didn't get drafted, it wasn't because of production, because of his size. You know, Ryan said, "Dolph, stop the act." You know, Traquan not working. I got you, bro. From the draft picks, I like the Breezy pick because when healthy, in the right, and listen, we got to remember sometimes, and I say this a lot, we got to remember, man, that these players are human beings, man. They have lives off the field. And what that kid went through and his family continue to deal with the loss of his sister, man, then getting injured, you know, listen, he probably, dealing with that situation with his sister, then he's, probably not taking as good a care of his health as he normally did. But when he's right, and all you got to do is turn on the tape and watch him.
I like this.
I like his tape, and I like him. I like the fact that he's not stationary. You can move him inside or outside. Also, I like of course, I love Foskey. I love Foskey pick. So, receive Foskey, man. Hell, Miller.
I like this tape too.
Miller is special, man. And listen, like I said, I wanted. Everybody know who we wanted. We didn't get him. We ain't getting no consolation prize, bro. I'm telling you. And at the beginning, CB, you asked me about what I thought about his attitude. First time I heard the news about it, I was like, man, just shut up, man. Get in there, you know what I'm saying, and get your feet wet and earn some respect, But then when I actually heard him talk for myself, I realized that the kid, that's just confidence in himself, that everybody should want to be a starter. You know what I'm saying? Everybody out there should be like, I want to be the man. That means you go out there, you go push hard, you go push Alvin harder, you go push Jamal harder. You know what I'm saying? Iron sharpens iron, man. So I like that, man. He's a physical runner. He's a big runner, but he's big, physical, and he can take it to the house, man. He's not just a one-trick pony. And I think he's going to surprise a lot of people with his ability to catch the ball coming out of the backfield. I'm interested, Nick. How you pronounce Salvarot? I don't want to mess up the kid last name.
God.
Yeah, I would go, Nick, man. Hey, the family pronounce it like Pammy. You always correcting your boy. Go ahead on and correct me. Help your boy out tonight. What it is, Uptown?
I gotta see what it is too, man.
You know, I think it's Server D or something.
CB know I can butcher a name too.
Yeah, man. I'll be butchering now. I'll be wanting to butcher the kid's name, man. So I want to know. I'm right on the tip of my tongue. So what is Salvarot? God damn it.
Server D or something.
How you spell that again?
Pammy. Dana, help us out.
Yeah, somebody put his name up. Saldaberry.
There you go, Pammy said Saldaberry. There we go. Boy, Pammy always breaking it down into syllables and shit, you know. Saldaberry. Saldaberry. There we go. Overcome on the family. So yeah.
They say he's a versatile lineman.
Yeah, I watched him in the Senior Bowl. I watched his highlights in his the Senior Bowl practices. They had him playing guard, center. In college, he played tackle. So he is and he held his own, man. Matter of fact, I think he improved his draft stock tremendously from the Senior Bowl. I think that's a good pick. I think a lot of people feel he's the replacement next year for Andrews Pete when the Saints decide to move on from Andrews Pete unless he takes a significant pay reduction to remain. But I'm gonna tell you who when they drafted him, we probably really didn't think nothing of it, but right now we have been hearing nothing but good things about is the safety from Minnesota, Jordan Howden.
Yeah.
And listen, he played a lot of nickel in college and safety. So Jordan Howden, man, and I think it was it Nick Underhill? I'm not sure, but someone was saying even though it's OTAs, you can still feel his presence on the field, his physicality, and right now the kid's making a good impression, man. He's making a good impression. Listen, when training camp start, man, the battles for the back end of the defense and the secondary is gonna be, man, it's gonna be something to watch, man. And then on top of that, they are cross training Alante Taylor now to play in the slot. And Dennis said today, you want to have your best 11 football players on the field. To me, if you got a Debo, Taylor, and Lattimore on the field, let's go. Let's lock it down, baby. Let's go. And Pete, I hope Pete Warner can get through a whole season. I think if Pete Warner can I'm calling now. We get 14 games from Pete Warner, he got 100 tackles.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I agree. Definitely.
I agree.
Pete Warner is, I know a lot of us was like, when we drafted him, like, all right, he okay, but he's a smart football player.
I didn't think he was just okay. I knew he was going to be there.
Yeah, that kid.
I told CB that.
Yeah, man, Uptown. The
you
kid
know why?
smart.
The same reason that I mentioned to you earlier, Dolph.
What's that?
There's something about that school.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ohio State. Yeah, man, it's just, you're right, man.
You see?
You're right.
As a matter of fact, man, I said it last night. I think Pete Turner is on the tip or the verge of being elite.
I believe when we drafted him, I heard
someone call him
like a Luke Kuechly.
Yeah, I said it. I said it. I'm going to say it again, right?
That we give Luke Kuechly, we got a hell of a player.
I think Pete Warner is on the verge of being elite. Yeah, I said it.
All pro. He messing with it. He just got to stay on the field.
That's the only thing that's keeping him from it. I think if he stay out on the field and if you say he do those 14 games, he's going to be an all-pro.
let me ask y'all this: do the Saints need to add another body up front at D tackle? I say yes.
Yes.
I think they do.
Yes.
I think they do, man.
Yeah, I think they do too.
And looking at the who's Kermit Free?
Who the hell they got out there?
Well, I think he accidentally hopped off.
I gotta make moves though, too, fam.
You said you gotta make moves.
Yeah, I gotta make moves. I think Dolph should be back. But man, it's been good chopping it up, man. Shouts out to everybody in the comment section. You understand? Y'all keep rocking with us. You know, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. All right? Y'all be blessed, man. I gotta be out, y'all.
Oh man, you gone? All right, my brother, man. It was a pleasure as always, man. Look, man, got to have y'all over there on the show, man.
No doubt about it. Who that? Who that to everybody out there? Who that, baby?
Hey, matter before you get out here, man. Matter of fact, man, I'm trying to set up a round table, man, and I want you and CB to be part of it, man. Before the season starts, man, we're gonna have a round table, man. Get our thoughts about the training camp, the final roster spot, and what we think the outlook for the Saints is going through the season after we have seen them go through training camps, preseason games, and see the makeup of their roster.
Sounds good. Sounds really, really good.
So I definitely, I'm gonna keep y'all in the loop with that, my brother. But look, man, don't be no stranger, man. Y'all family, y'all always welcome there, man. Always welcome on Keeping It Real, man. Y'all family, bro. Hey, man, we appreciate everything y'all do. We watch y'all, man. Listen, y'all inspiration to your boy, man. I'm out here grinding, man. We go make this thing happen, man. We winning this year. We winning the division this year, baby.
No doubt about it. We better.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree with that.
Who that, babe?
Who that? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
all right, Dolph, what was you saying before you got off?
Oh man, I forgot my career there, man. You know,
I think it was about Pete Warner.
Oh yeah, saying that I think Pete Warner's gonna be an all-pro, man. I think, like I said, 12 to 14 games. I think he have over 100 tackles, man. And what's funny to me last year was Demario Davis made the Pro Bowl, but to me last year was not his best season as a New Orleans Saint. It was kind of it was kind of funny to me.
Right.
You know. What Frank 4556 said, there are two things on the top of my watch list. First thing is, are we going to be able to protect Cole for at least 4 seconds? 4 seconds is an eternity in the NFL. 1,001, 1,002, 3, that ball better be gone. And how well Carmichael would game plan. Cause some of the, and I ain't making no excuse for Pete Carmichael or nothing last year, but could his play calling had anything to do with the personnel that he had? Because remember, they built their entire offseason offense around the talents of Jameis Winston. You lose your starting quarterback virtually after week 1. You lose Michael Thomas. You lose Jarvis Landry. Alvin Kamara's out for games. Andrews P. You even lost your center. Eric McCoy went out. He got hurt. Ron Ramczyk didn't practice all the whole season. He never practiced during the week. He was always on rest, but played on Sundays. So that's my thing. That's my thoughts on that, man. Man, hopefully, man, this year, as far as Dennis Allen, as far as Pete Carmichael, hopefully they have a better grasp about what they want to do with this team, how they want to deploy the talents of this team. Right. And hopefully Dennis Allen has matured into on the outside of us looking in, because evidently, which is true, we're not around the man every day. The players are around the man every day. And they seem to love the guy. And my thing is, yeah, he has his faults, and we know that, but damn it, them players had their faults, because a lot of them early last year were making business decisions. You know,
That's true.
You know, a lot of them were making business decisions. And listen, we came on here, we were getting on Tyron ass. Tyron, listen, we were on Tyron, but I think Tyron got hurt on CB week 1. In that Atlanta game, we tried to come up and tackle 84 for Atlanta. Yeah. I think he wasn't right till later in the season, and I think the game that I started to see Tyron turning around and start looking more of Tyron was actually the Arizona game. And then remember, the Saints had him playing somewhere last year that he played before. He was used to being close to the line of scrimmage, covering the slot. They had him playing back there free. You know, so it took him some time. So he is in another year, another full off season. This will be his second year in this defense. He will definitely be better. What are we going to get from Marcus May? First of all, how long would he be suspended? Because I think he goes to coach a week before or maybe a week after Alvin. Marcus is definitely going to get suspended for that DUI. I think it's a trial, which is someone said it was kind of weird to have a trial for a DUI. So how long will he be out? And my question is this. Everybody's favorite player, everybody's favorite Monday, Smoke Monday. I want to see what Smoke can do. Like I said, that DB, man, them battle in that defensive backfield, man, is going to be something to watch. And I'm going to try at least, listen, I'm going to try to come down. I'm going to try to make at least 2 practices this year, man. So your boy will be in the city. Coach got to come see mom. Got to come see the family, man. Got to come home, man. Definitely going to be in the city, man. Y'all need to come out, man. Come out, man. Hang out with us, man. I love to meet all y'all in person, man. Whitney Jeremiah says, protect the ball from Derek Carr on the field in 2023. Protect the ball from Derek Carr. What's the most, Whitley, what's the most intercept Derek Carr's thrown in his career? Right quick. Don't Google it. I'll help you. You got to Google it, I'll tell you. All right, OG. Uncle Jerry got 12-5. All right. At least 9 to 10 wins. Frank's 45-56 said. I'm looking for minimum 11 wins from Saints this season. So Ty with the facts say 11 wins. He got Saints 11-6. Yeah, like I say, between 10-7, 12-5. Man, but in case we get a full season of healthy Michael Thomas and Derek Carr and virtually the whole offensive line. Yeah, let them see again. Let them see again, CB. Now, before we get out of here, I got to say, thank you, Pam. That's it. 12 or 14, Pam. 12 or 14, the most he ever threw in one season. Before we get out, for all y'all who were crying like Bobby Abel, where's Michael Thomas? We should trade Michael Thomas. He don't want to be here, Michael Thomas. Why he ain't here for OTAs, which of course is voluntary, and not the mandatory minicamp, which is next week. Who's been in town? But it was let be known today that he's been in town. Michael Thomas. What's the first thing he said? I love this city. I love this team. I love putting on this number 13. And despite the narrative outside the building, me and management, I have a good relationship with management. So listen, all y'all who are talking about get rid of Mike, let him go, he washed up. Nah, he ain't washed up. Y'all gonna be the same ones in your living rooms, jumping up and down, turning over your tray, your tables, your food plate when he's scoring touchdowns, when he out there cooking every corner he go up against next year. But I want y'all to keep that same energy. I want y'all to keep that same energy. And I know who y'all when you come on my show who was talking about them. I got them receipts for you, baby. I got them receipts for you. I want y'all to keep that same energy. And also keep that same energy because once again, I was right last year and damn it, I'm going to be right again. I'm sorry to tell y'all, but it came from the man's mouth today. Traquan Smith will be on this team next season. Well, I'm sorry, I can't say it over. Number 10 will be on this team this coming season. Why, Jerry? Jerry, what you think, Jerry? Jerry, what? Oh, gee, what you think?
I forgot, Dolph, this whole time, and I forgot all about
yes,
this.
Sir.
We can. I can ask you this, and then we good.
Mm-hmm.
A Debo or Alante on the outside this year? Who do you think it's gonna be?
A Debo. Know why? Because this time last year, who everybody was talking about after his rookie year? At the rookie year he had? A Debo.
You think he beats out? You think he beats out Alante?
Yeah. Listen, they're cross training Alante to play nickel. They're not just doing that for nothing. Now we'll see when Paulson comes in. We'll see next week at the mandatory mini camp. Do they have both of them playing nickel and outside? I think whoever doesn't start on the outside will eventually be the nickel corner. And I think right now I'm calling Jordan Howden as the backup nickel corner on his team. And he has special team experience too. So special teams, plus he can play in nickel in the slot, and he's physical, and he can run and cover. Jordan Howden is my sleeper to watch. I think he's going to make this team. The Jerry talking about, man, please. I hear you, Jerry. I hear you. Man, I had fun, man. I love this, man.
Well, yeah, Dolph, man. We definitely appreciate you for stopping by, man. Had a hell of a show tonight. Definitely fun. Like I said, man, you provide a lot of insight. I'm wishing the best for your podcast, man.
I appreciate it, man.
We no strangers, man. We definitely gonna link, do something.
Yes, sir.
We not enough of that Titans game, so if you that way, we definitely gonna link up, make it shake.
Yes, sir. Oh, you going to Titans game?
Oh yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna try to make it shake, man. I'm gonna try to make it shake, man. Yeah. I'm gonna try to make it shake, man. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, listen, again, man, I want to thank you, man. I want to thank Saints Uptime. I want to thank y'all for, granting me this wonderful opportunity to come on y'all fine podcast, man. Like, I thank y'all for it, man. Anytime I needed something, if I reach out to y'all, man, y'all, they'll help me, man. And I appreciate everything y'all have done for me and will do for me in the future, because your boy gonna be calling. I'll be calling because it's the thing I don't understand, bro. I'll be scrolling like, man, let me hear somebody get, listen, that's one thing, man, that I have to say that next month, man, will be a year for me since I started my podcast, man. But one thing I can say, man, is the love that I received from all the Saints podcasters, man. There was no hate. There was no disrespect. It was like, listen, brother, if you need help, reach out to me. And man, sometimes it's lip service, you know what I'm saying? But from yourself, Big Q, Notable Bros, Uneducated Sports, Hoodie Jewel, Ross Jackson, Kyle T. Mosley, Bob Rose, Saints New, John Hendricks, John Sigler. I mean, man, I could go on and on, man. I'm not trying to forget anybody, man. All of y'all are special, man. I want to thank all of y'all, man, for helping your boy getting this far. But most importantly, man, I want to thank the Who That Nation. I want to thank the Saints family as a whole, man, for support. TJ Jones, man. Shouts out to TJ, man. Listen, man, it's wonderful to be part of this, man. To be around Big Coach of the Godfather. I gave him that name. Y'all want to call him that to your boy Dolph. Gave him the name, the Godfather. Big Q. What up? What you found? The Godfather, baby. Listen, man, it's just been a wonderful ride, man. Started by myself, then my big brother contacted me. Shouts out to legendary Coach Rock and the family on vacation. Have fun. Come back safe when we go hold it down. Everybody who has subscribed to the channel, man, and who are there every week, man. I want to thank y'all. Listen, I look forward to coming on every week, man, and seeing y'all in the chat, hearing from y'all. Like I say, I don't want to hear myself talk. You know, I can hear myself talk all day. I don't want to hear myself talk. It's our show. We do it for y'all. And listen, man, CB, again, thank you, man. And if I may, man, listen, the Keeping It Real Who That Sports podcast, we air every Wednesday and Friday on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and Spotify. Listen, right now, also, I'd like to announce that we are, for those who don't know, we have officially started our own sports network. It's the Come On In Sports Network, and we now have a new member to the family. It's the Hit Zone, which is hosted by Mr. Jay Hitz and Mr. C. Rob. Now, Jay Hitz and C. Rob, they cover them boys. They cover Texas. They cover the Dallas Cowboys, but not just the Cowboys. They do the entire landscape of sport and the entire NFL. And tomorrow night, family, we will be debuting our newest podcast as the NFL turns. It will be myself, Jay Hitz, D. Kane, our newest family member. He is our college football expert and Texas Longhorn insider. He will be joining us, and along with Coach Rock when he gets off vacation, and C-Rob, we will cover the entire NFL. It won't just be Saints. It won't be Cowboys. We're going to cover the entire NFL. We're broadening our horizons, family. And listen, I want to thank y'all for everything. Your boys working hard, trying to give y'all great content, man. And listen, we just getting started, man, and we ain't stopping. And again, CB, man, I appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, man, for having me on, man. It was an honor and pleasure.
Okay, Who That Nation, y'all heard him. Y'all heard what he about to come through and drop. You guys be on deck for that, man. Check it out. I'm definitely going to be tuned in, checking that out. And once again, man, thank you for coming on the podcast.
Anytime, man. Anytime.
And Who That Nation, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Like, subscribe, and follow the WDN Chatline podcast. Also, like, subscribe, and follow the Keeping It Real podcast, along with the upcoming networks that he's coming out with. You guys like and follow all of that. Got two official real guys right here. Die-hard Saints fans. Follow us, man. Stay 10 toes down with us. We official.
Official, baby. I've been down. I saw Archie play. I was a baby, but I saw Archie play. And you really, I don't know why his number up there in the Superdome retired. I'm just saying, you know. But I'll leave that for another day, though. Let me get out here before I get in trouble, man.
All right, well, Who That Nation, you guys have a good night. And always, it's Who That.
Who that? Have a good one.